flexible, I see.
Yeah, very much so.
43, 45. Perfect. 46.
Ready to roll? All right. Cheryl, you talked about at the beginning of the season how you guys weren't going to force winning right away. It was about more about building a culture. How would you assess the culture this far in the season?
I think the culture has been outstanding. So we were really intentional, I think, in terms of building the team and talking a lot about it early on. We wanted to be very different than what we were last season. So we've accomplished that in a big way. I thought it was important not to talk about winning or losing in the beginning, as we just really wanted to kind of shape a foundation of sustainable success and how we want to do things. And we've had a group that's stuck with and have evolved and learned and playing together and that sort of thing. And there's a great belief in themselves.
Did you envision yourself right now in a playoff spot?
I know it sounds crazy to think. At no point in time, whether it's the first game, the 6th game, the 16th game, we were just talking about this, that players and coaches don't think that way. Like, we don't know what our record is a lot of times, unless you guys are telling us when we do our interviews. When we were 0-6, if you walked into practice, you would have thought we were 6-0. So I think that's how you get through difficult times, but you always just focus on the next game. Whether you've lost 10 in a row, whether you've won 10 in a row, the only thing that matters is the next game, and that's the life of a professional athlete. And so the short-term memory is really important. Again, both ways. So I feel like I've talked about the same thing, whether it was a Lindsay Whalen, Simone Augustus-Maya Moore, Rebecca Brunson team, or whether it's this team. That we want to focus on little things. Little things lead to big things, and just kind of believe in who we are and how we do things.
Speaking of the little things, what do you want to see from Tiff in the stretch with Lindsay out?
Yeah, that's a great question. I want Tiff to focus on little things, how she can impact the game. It starts with her defense. I want her to use her physical gifts in ways that we've not yet seen this season. So we're going to push her in that regard. We want her to focus on the details of what she's running and being fundamental about, for example, the angle of her pass. Sometimes she'll get loose and she'll just wing a pass and we'll go out of bounds. So we're holding her accountable for those, as fine a detail as that. I think once she gets into a play, her reads are pretty good. Her instincts are pretty good. Play calling, I want her to communicate. She's not an outward communicator. So she has to give of herself. She has to get uncomfortable. And that's what we're going to help her do.
Do you expect Lindsay back at all this season?
It's hard to know. Depends how long we play.
Gotcha. Yeah, I heard. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't want to. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I heard you guys are going to be watching the New York Vegas game tonight. What does that mean to watch that game together and just get these women to look at that and inspire to be there?
Yeah, it was really a coincidence. We were having a team gathering and the Commissioner's Cup game is going to be on. So it's not a gathering for the Commissioner's Cup. I think we love watching the WNBA. So we're going to have some good food and just a good time together, and then we'll have the game on. And we expect it should be a good game. And we would like to be in that game, not too far in the distant future.
What does that game do for you guys as a team, for the WNBA as a whole?
I think honestly, what does it do for the players? What's their motivation? Is money. It is a time to celebrate the change makers, the people that are participating and helping move our league forward, to give an opportunity for players to earn more salary. As coaches, I don't have a lot of motivation. other than I want to be in the game because that means you're doing things well. You're winning.
I mean, as a coach, though, would you want your players going through the grind of an extra game in the middle of a stretch run?
I don't think it matters what we want as coaches. I think if the players want it, then we support it.
Right.
I don't think the players care. The ones that are not in it, I mean, I forget what the money is.
30,000 to the winner, 10,000 to the loser.
Right, so that's they want to win. That's so it's set up pretty well. We have some bigger issues on the financial side of things, but this is it's saying what you're seeing on the NBA side now. So we've done it well, and the NBA says, hey, we want to do it. So I think in terms of the league, this is their baby, and this is the Players Association baby. And so, as coaches, we'll, like I said, I'd like to be in the game.
When you got a game Friday and both teams will have had rather long breaks in between games, Do you expect? I mean, not much super changes at this point in the season, but do you expect a wrinkle? I mean, isn't it kind of interesting to see how a team comes out of an extended kind of downtime?
It is. The combination of rest and good work is always the goal. I'm sure it's true for Seattle as well. I am sure anytime coaches get a couple days of practice, you do look at either adding, tweaking, removing. There's a lot of time for coaches to study film very, very granularly, and it's as a result of that, like some of the stuff that we've done. The fact that we have a change in our lead guard spot and have this time, really beneficial for us, just to kind of get Tiff and obviously Rachel's been in that role, to kind of get them ready again. I don't know what Seattle's focused on, but there's no question in the first 5 minutes of that game, I think both teams are going to feel their time off.
So much of it is when you play somebody, and they've won
5 of 7.
5 of 7 games. I mean, they're playing pretty well.
And they're defending. They're defending at a high level. That's a team that earlier in the season, us and them and Indiana, we were all at the bottom defensively, defensive rating. Their last 5 games, it could be 7, I'd have to look at it. Their defensive rating is south of 100, and that's not where they've been. So that's something we have to be ready for, and it's obviously something we got to try to. We've had some games where we've been, south of 100 as well. We just got to try to do it more consistently.
When you have a talent like Lloyd,
Jewel? Jewel, yeah.
I mean, do you almost say we got to shut Jewel down, or do you say Jewel's going to get what she gets, and we're just going to make sure nobody else gets it?
Well, we tried not to overdo it last game, and she dropped 40 on us. So we'll probably give a little more attention, game plan. She was phenomenal. And that's a player who continues to, like the 3 ball, she's just been exceptional in, her progress and improvement there. So you got to get her off that line, but it's not exactly, it's not like she's bad everywhere else. She can post you up, she gets to the rim well. But I think more of a team concept. I think we got to get a little more action her way with our defense. They're playing different players now. You got Sammy Whitcomb that's starting. That's a whole nother beast. Playing well, passing it well. Obviously, she's a threat to score from anywhere. But their interior with Magmagor and their rookie Dulcie that is just done great things for them, giving them a lift with her physicality defensively. So it's a little bit of a different team than the last time we played them, for sure.
I think I'm good, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Yep.